Hi everyone, as you all know, I just bought a MacBook Air maybe a week ago, and I noticed that the camera on this is horrendous. I don't know why that is. I looked it up and a lot of other people are complaining of the same issue. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how it looks. So this is the camera on it. Now, this is a 2020 MacBook. This is not what a camera on a 2020 MacBook. I have really great light right now. I have light over there, a big window over there. There's plenty of light right now. And I really don't think this is what the camera should look like. Now you see the noise, the pixelation. This is a 720p camera. Not the best, but that is not a 720p image. Now, I'm gonna show you what the iPhone has a great camera. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like from the iPhone FaceTiming into the MacBook. This is a 2-year-old iPhone. Actually, I have a 4-year-old iPhone 8 as well, which has a much better FaceTime camera. Okay, so I logged into my fiance's account, so I'll FaceTime from my cell phone and wait for it to pop up here. Here we go. Accept here. Let me go ahead and mute this one and mute this one. So we're on the same Wi-Fi connection. Now this is the video from the phone, right? This is what the phone sees. As you can see, pretty nice quality. I mean, this is what it should look like. This is the 2020 camera should look even better, right? I mean, it's a 2-year newer camera. So, right, this is what the cell phone from 2 years ago looks like. Now this is the video from my laptop. Alright, let me put it down and this is the video from my laptop. As you can see, it's pretty pixelated, and as you can see, it's choppy, right? Pixelated, a lot of noise, you know. So this is the iPhone camera, and this is the laptop camera. Now obviously it's a smaller screen on my iPhone, so you might not be able to see it that well, but it looks really bad. I mean, it looks like I'm using a laptop from the early 2000s. I have a 2012 ThinkPad that has about the same quality camera as this 2020 MacBook Air. I think that's an acceptable. I don't think Apple's putting in a lot of effort into the quality control of these newer devices. I think the quality of the Apple products have steadily declined since Steve Jobs. I have a 2011 MacBook Air that my fiance got right before she started her college, 2011, 2012, something like that, which has the exact same. I mean, you put them side by side, exactly the same camera. The reason she upgraded her laptop is because she wanted to. She has work laptops, but those are PCs. She figured if she got a good Mac at home, it might be convenient for her, so she can text, her iMessages and stuff like that from the laptop while she's working. Might be easier for her. So that's why she got this MacBook. But she cannot use this camera for work. Like, she has to WebEx, things like that. This camera is horrendous. This is like, this was obviously subpar to the work laptop she has. There'll be, then those are old. Those are 2015, 2016. They still have better cameras. And those are not particularly expensive laptops. They're probably cheaper than the MacBook Air. So I don't understand why Apple insists on using subpar parts for their, over $1,000 laptop. I do know that they upgraded this keyboard to what's called the Magic Keyboard, which I do like. I think the Magic Keyboard is worth. Should have been upgraded a long time ago, but it's good. I would recommend this keyboard. What I don't like is how they ignore certain things. For example, the 8 gigs of RAM I got is not the issue. I thought the computer, when I first booted it up, it's slow. It feels as slow, almost as slow as that 2011 MacBook. And I was surprised because the upgrade, we were expecting a faster laptop too. It feels slow, and it's not the RAM, because looking at the management of the RAM, there's plenty of free RAM. So I think it's the processor. It's a 2020 i10 processor, right? Or 2019. It's an i5 processor. So I did get the upgraded processor, but it still feels pretty slow. I mean, just browsing and stuff, it feels fine, but if I were to do any sort of, heavier duty stuff, it actually feels pretty slow. As you can see, it takes a few seconds for YouTube to load up. Another thing is when you're doing a couple of things, the back of the laptop gets quite hot, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's a fan that turns on, but the fan doesn't have any vent that I can see, so I don't know if it's venting off the keyboard or something, but I can hear a fan come on, but I don't know what the heck the fan does, because it doesn't cool down the laptop. So I think this might be a device that I might consider returning to upgrade to a MacBook Pro. I don't know if that has any better camera. I think it does. It has a 1080p instead of a 720p, so presumably it'll be a little bit better. I'll have to, I kind of blindly bought this. I never played with it. Maybe I should go to an Apple store once everything's open and try the MacBook Pro before I buy it. So anyways, that's my big problem with the MacBook Air. The battery life's really good. I think the heating issue is a problem. And I think it's going to get a bigger problem as the time goes, because I'm just going to do more and more heavier stuff, like have multiple browsers open, maybe a YouTube video while I'm uploading, or playing a YouTube video, things like that. I don't know if it's going to last as long as the 2011 MacBook Air, which was a great product, lasted us a long time. We haven't been using it for almost a year or two, but still, we loved it. The iPhones are still good devices. I mean, the prices are coming down on them too, which is good. But the MacBook Air, I think it's like an ignored device. The keyboard got upgraded, but almost everything else is sort of the same stuff they've been using for almost 10 years. The display got upgraded maybe 5 or 6 years ago, but everything else is pretty much the same stuff. Even the shape of the body, the trackpad got upgraded to a larger size, but really, even big bezels still exist. I mean, why do you need huge bezels in 2020? I don't understand that. So nothing really has gotten upgraded, except for the screen, the touchpad, and obviously the keyboard, which had a huge problem for many years.